I am Azrael, once the right hand of Lucifer, now a soldier in God's army. I never wanted this war. Heaven was perfect once. Lucifer shone brightest among us, his light a beacon of hope and love. We were brothers, Lucifer and I, inseparable, devoted to each other and to God, but pride can corrupt even the purest of hearts. I remember the day it all changed. Lucifer's eyes, once full of warmth, turned cold with ambition. He whispered of a new order, a world where we could be free from God's rule. I was tempted, I admit. The promise of freedom, of power, it was intoxicating. When Lucifer fell, he took a third of our brethren with him. I almost followed, but something held me back. A flicker of doubt, a moment of clarity. As I watched my brothers and sisters plummet from the heavens, I made my choice. I stayed. The war began, heaven against hell, good against evil. But in war, nothing is ever that simple. I fought my old friends, my brothers and sisters. Each battle tore at my very essence. The war raged across creation. Planets shattered, stars went dark, the very fabric of reality trembled. And still we fought on. Millennia passed in the blink of an eye. I lost count of the battles, the lives lost, the atrocities committed in the name of both sides. But the final battle, that I will never forget. The final battle approached. God himself descended from the highest heavens, his army at his back. Lucifer, Satan now, led his demonic legions from the depths of hell. I stood among God's forces, my sword heavy in my hand. Across the battlefield I saw faces I once called friend. The clash was indescribable. Light against darkness, love against hate. Angels and demons locked in eternal combat. The sky itself seemed to bleed. I fought with all my might, but for every demon I struck down, another rose to take its place. And then I saw him, Lucifer. No longer the shining angel, but a being of pure darkness and hate. Our eyes met across the chaos. For a moment I saw a flicker of the brother I once knew, but it was gone in an instant, replaced by a sneer of contempt. We clashed, sword against sword, light against dark. Each blow shook the very foundations of reality. For a moment I thought all was lost. Satan's power had grown beyond measure. His forces pushed us back. The light of heaven seemed to dim. But then God spoke. A single word that shook the very foundations of creation. In a flash of divine light, Satan and his followers were cast into the lake of fire. I watched as Lucifer, my brother, my friend, plummeted into the abyss. His scream of defiance echoed across creation, a sound that will haunt me for eternity. It was over. Good had triumphed. But at what cost? As I looked upon the lake of fire, I couldn't help but wonder, was this justice or merely victory? The war is over, but the scars remain. Heaven has changed. I have changed. The halls of heaven, once filled with joyous song, now echo with the lamentations of the grieving. We won, but the price was almost too high to bear. In the end, I realized the real battle was never between good and evil, but within ourselves.